Now the reason that I read that is because today you're going to get to make a map of your heart. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Melina's saying, my heart? This is a map of Laura's heart that she made when she was in 4th grade. I'd like to kind of walk around and let you look at it just for a second up close. These are all the things that Laura cared about.
We're going out.
Sit up, Tessia, so you can see this. This is what she cared about when she was in 4th grade.
I'm a photographer.
Some of the things that she put in here.
It's photograph.
My love for animals. Right in the very center of her heart, she put my family. She played the cello at the time, and she loved playing her cello, so that's in there. One of the things that I love in this little spot here, she put surprises. She and I used to make surprises for each other all the time. You too, Kyra?
I love surprises.
Me too. She put making things to sell. She had this fantasy of having an art store, and she had a whole room full of beautiful sun catchers and all kinds of things that she made. She also has on here playing baseball, my old friends, and my Newfield school, and my old house. Because Laura and I have moved a lot. Summer and beaches she put on here. Talking in my bedroom, and she put a picture of her bed. She liked to sit with her friends, and they would talk. So these were some of the things that Laura has in her heart. I started drawing my heart to kind of give you an idea of what you can do. I made a big one, and you're going to get to make big ones too.
Yes.
Here's the start of my heart. In it, I put, right at the middle, Laura and Emily. They're the most important things to me. But I also put my garden, because being in my garden is what makes me feel so happy and relaxed. I put Pepito and Lovey, because they're my two buddies. You know, they're such different kinds of cats. Can you see that? They're such different kinds of cats, but they're both so cool. Pepito likes to be out in the yard. He grabs me by the legs if I try to walk away. And Lovey just likes to be loved. And if I don't stop and pet Lovey when I'm in the house, she bites my feet. So I put them in there. I also put you guys, being with all of you. Now I'm going to keep going with my map of my heart.
I want to go.
I'm also going to put...
I have to go. I'm going.
You know, I love to work on my house. I've been rebuilding that house. And I love really nice fancy tools. So I'm going to do a section here that says my woodworking tools. And I'm going to show myself building. I also love to ride my bike. Makes me feel so free. So in it, I'm also going to draw a picture of my bike. I'm going to think of a few other things too, like reading books. I have a book group with my friends, and we read books and get together and talk about them. I love doing that. Is your heart the same as my heart? You're going to have different things inside. Who has something that they know they'd like to put in their heart? Sit flat on your bottoms and I'll call people. Okay.
Can you just go around?
Let's see. Do you think that's a good idea, Ava, just to go around the circle? Okay. Let's start with an eye and we'll go right around.
Swimming.
I love swimming too. Do you like to swim in pools, or do you like to be like in the waterfalls and the different gorges around here?
I like everything.
Any kind of water's okay with you, huh? Ponds too? Ponds are creepy to me because the grass gets on my legs. And
I hate the leeches. So no ponds.
No ponds, but running water like rivers and lakes and swimming pools too.
Yeah, I like this one.
Nathaniel, what would be in your heart?
Hamsters.
Of course. Melina, what would be one of the things in your heart?
My family.
Ava, how about you?
Daniel and Janisha.
And who are those people?
My little brother and big sister. Can I lift this one?
Oh, you said Daniel. I heard you say Nathaniel, and I thought, I wasn't sure who Nathaniel was. Well, I knew you didn't mean this, your student, your classmate.
I don't want to say us.
Jake, your family's in your heart? Good. Miss Sue, how about you?
Probably my kids, Jesse and Jamie.
Tasmia, what's in your heart?
No, thank you.
Sam, how about you? You haven't thought of anything yet? You know, Sam, what I notice about you, every morning you come to school with a book in your hand, and you say, "Can I go change my book?" Absolutely. And Sam, you choose all sorts of different kinds of books, and that's the interesting thing about you. Sadie, how about you?
My cat Luther.
He's the closest one to your heart.
Bravo, Isaac's his mom.
Did you hear that, kids? Sadie's going to put something in her heart that she loved, her cat, who died. And sometimes sad things are in our heart, too. So Sadie needs to put that in her heart. I would probably put my sister who died in my heart, too. Isaac, Mr. Birthday Boy, what's in your heart besides birthday parties?
Sleeping.
Sleeping in the morning, huh? Logan,
Bravo, his mom.
what's important to you? What's in your heart? Something that you love?
Just games.
What kind of games? On the computer? Is that what you mean?
I want computer. Can I play? I don't know.
Well, games are an important
Can I
thing.
go home?
That's fun. How about you, Anton?
I want to think about it.
Okay, you haven't thought of anything yet? I'll come back to you when we get around. Kyra, you?
My parent, that was like my best friend ever, like Ava, and she died.
Oh.
I don't know.
I didn't know that about you, Kyra. Do you remember what she looked like?
Yeah, she was white and she was gray. What? I named her Teddy.
Ah.
And she was soft as a teddy. I loved her.
Yeah. That's sad, Kyra, but that's in your heart. Huh? How about you, Shay?
When my cat licks my head, and then I try and get away, and she swats me.
Does she lick your hair like she's cleaning you?
Yeah.
She must think you're her kitten.
I think that I would put my old cat that I had when I was 2, and my dog named, that is not the stuffed animal that I showed, but her name is Nanny too. But the dog that I showed you guys was like one that looked like the other one.
And is the dog that you're talking about now a real dog, not a toy dog?
That I used to have a dog too.
Stanley, how about you?
I don't know.
You're not sure yet? Well, I can think of so many things when you come back and do your sharing in the morning when you've taken a trip or something like that. There's a lot of things that you think about, so you like to share. So think about it, and I'll come back to you too. Justice, how about you?
My free pet.
Name your pets.
One's Bear, which is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
One Shooting Star, my 6-toed kitten,
Uh-huh.
and my fish.
Nice. And how about Legos? Would Legos go into your heart? Because I know how much you love Legos. Yeah, definitely. Riley, how about you? Wild animals or pets?
Tomorrow's a vacation on Wednesday.
Anton, did you think of what you wanted to say? Oh, cool.
I'm no school.
So grandmas, ooh, Kyra's saying, me too. I would definitely, when I was a little kid, I would have put my grandpa, my great-grandpa in my heart.
He's still alive.
He's the one who would sneak in and put candy on my pillow when I was taking it
I
out. So you might be able to put a grandpa in your heart.
How did you find that out?
My mom told me that. I didn't remember. When I was a little kid, I didn't remember that grandpa did that.
Did you eat the candy?
Every single time, my mom would say, "Grandpa, don't you wake those girls up." And he'd say, "I'm not going to. I'm just going to look at them." And he'd put a candy on our pillow, and he would always wake us up. That's what my mom tells. I don't remember it. Danny, how about you? Did you think of what you want to put?
Reading.
Oh, books are important to you, too. Good. Okay, so kids, each of you are going to get a big white paper that looks like this.
The heart.
I traced the heart for you.
Yes.
It's all set to go. You're going to decide how you want to organize it. Now, in mine, so far I only used pencil, but you know how Laura made hers so colorful? I'm going to go back. I prefer crayons. I don't usually use very many markers, but you can decide if you want to use markers. Would you like me to get out the super fancy markers?
Yes!
I can get out those super fancy markers. This is really nice, thick paper. So the super fancy markers might not even go through on your tabletops. I don't know if you want to start drawing with markers or if you want to start with pencil. I wanted to kind of get an idea first with pencil. You can make that decision. Okay?
All I'm going to use is crayons.
Anybody have a question about what your job is right now?